Hey, what's going on YouTube? Well, this is going to be just a short video on KDE 4.6.5. So I hope you enjoy it. We're going to take a look at our first Java application. It's going to be a very simple Java application that just prints out a test to the user.
LA looked to take down the FA Cup champions,
console.
Manchester City.
It's not going to be any fancy thing, but it's the basis for learning how to program. So let's just open our editor and then start from fresh. Alright, so like I said, we're going to use .java. If you don't have it already installed, follow my other tutorial and have it up and running before you continue from here. Now, Java is a program application. Java application is an application that is embodied in a class. So every Java file or Java application that you will see is embodied in a class. Alright, and you declare every Java application as such. So to do that in Java, you just type the keyword class and then the name of the application. In this case, we're just gonna print out something that says hello world. So that's how we name our class. And then you enclose your class and then open and closing braces like that. Okay, so this is a valid Java class. Now we can compile this class with no errors. Let's try it. If you hit on compile, well, we first have to save our application. So we're going to save it in this folder right here. We save in all folders in the documents and then in the folder called Java tutorial. So let's save it first. Okay, so now after we save it, Dr. Java is going to compile it for us, and it's compiled successfully. What this tells us is that this class is a valid Java application. The fact that we didn't get any errors is a valid Java application. Let's just say I put some rubbish that doesn't make sense to Java in here. Now, and I try to compile. It says it found 2 errors were found. That's because this right here is not a valid keyword in Java. Okay, so let's delete that and recompile. I just did that to show you that this was a valid Java class. Now let's recompile, and the application compiled with no errors, meaning it's a valid Java application. Now it doesn't do anything. For it to do something, let's run it and see what happens. We get an error. It says current document is out of sync with oh, that's not the error we expect. Let's resave it. Okay, and recompile it and run it. Okay, this is the error I was expecting. Right, it said static error. This class does not have a static void main method accepting a string, an array of strings. Okay, what this simply means is that Java, the runtime environment, expects to find a method called main declared as such, and there should be only one of that method in any Java application. And anytime a Java application runs, the main method is the method that gets run first. So execution of any Java application starts from the method called main, and if Java doesn't find it, it's going to complain. So this is what the error is saying. Okay, so let's fix that. So to declare a main method for Java to run your application, you just type public static void, and I'll explain all these keywords and concepts in different tutorials as we go on. So just go along with me, just go with the flow, and you will get it later. So public static void main, just like the error is saying. It said it couldn't find a static void main method. So that's what we are declaring here, static void main. Okay. In most cases, some errors will not make that much sense or will not be specific as to where the error is coming from, in which case you have to dig your way out to find where the error is. But this is really simple to follow. So every method is enclosed within opening and closing parentheses. And then if the method takes in a parameter, you pass in that type of parameter that you're planning on accepting. In this case, the main method accepts a string of arrays, just like it says over here. Okay, so we have to provide it a string of arrays, and the way you do that is to put in the open and closing brackets, and then you have to give it a variable name. In this case, we call it args. That's how it has been used traditionally in almost every Java application that I've seen out there. Now you can call this anything you want. You can call it my args, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. That's what you call it is what you refer to it if you are accepting command line command line inputs. Okay, so we just call it args. And every Java main method, or every Java method, so to speak, is enclosed just like the class in an opening and closing braces, like that. Okay, so there is an opening and closing braces here that encapsulate the main method, and there is an opening and closing brace